Happy Tuesday, everyone. So let's have a quick little chat. Hey, good morning, everyone. I thought we would have like a little extra coffee talk today. I know, don't laugh. I still got the sticker under there. I forgot when I put it through the dishwasher, and now I can't get it off, even though I've tried that Goo Gone and some other adhesive remover. I've scoured it, I've scraped at it, and it's sort of there, but now it's a little bit sticky on the bottom of my mug. Uh, It'll come off. It just takes time sometimes. But I didn't really have like anything specific. I have like 9 million things going through my head, and I thought this was kind of a perfect time to kind of go, uh, just talk about a few things and then talk about how I'm trying to bring it back in. So I got, I had convention, which was crazy pants, as you recall. I told you all about that. And so now we're starting our planning for next year. Like, I'm not sure what I did, but I think I got a second job by accident, only it doesn't pay me nothing. It just costs me money. I'm okay with that because I love it, but it's definitely a lot. But it's cool stuff coming up. So, if you like a little bit of animation, but you like games, whether you're a PC gamer or you want to see indie developers, or you like playing on the Switch, or you like board games like I do, or even maybe not as much as I do. Um, it's a good convention to think about because you really get to unwind and enjoy. There's also huge amounts of artists showing their stuff and some industry people doing autographs and things like that. And so much cosplay. Like if you YouTube and you just go OhioCon 2023, you get like tons of videos. People never video like the activities like the tabletop gaming because it's not exciting to look at. It's exciting to do, but what they do film are all the people in their glorious costumes. So those are fun to see, I think. But I was fine. I got back from the convention. I recovered. I was feeling good. And then I uh, got super sick. Like I was like, ugh. For like 3 days, I did nothing. Like I sort of went to work, and I even told my boss, I'm kind of like half day, feeling like hot garbage, and uh, I don't know. It was not a good time. And then like Saturday night, was still all fevery and gross feeling, and I was like, oh, how am I ever gonna make it through my live stream? But I was like, oh, it's easy. We're having tea and people will understand if we've got a short one. But like miraculously, about like 4 o'clock on Sunday, boom, I was like, hey, I feel all right. Let's get some stuff done. Of course, when it's time to start winding down. Yesterday, I felt great again. I was on point at work. I was getting things done. Felt really good. Then I started looking at my schedule because I did finally get my planner. I'm excited about that. I was struggling with some disorganization because my planner had run out and I hadn't purchased a new one because I wasn't sure that I needed it. Oh no, I need it. I'm heavily reliant, and the electronic versions that people use don't work for me because I've got things in systems that can't touch and overlap, which means I'm entering stuff in one system, then in another system, and then trying to merge them together. They're not always allowed to talk, which means I'm doing a third entry, and it starts becoming too much, and I don't do it. But if I have pen and paper, then I enter what I need to over there. I enter what I need to online, and which sometimes I don't really need to do. I might set myself a reminder because I got my paper right with me all the time, and that's been tremendous. Um, with the time compression, the meetup is a bit smaller on the swag side, but most people don't really care that much about the swag. Swag is nice. It's super cool to get a bunch of swag, but honestly, in our keto community, when we go to meetups, it's so that we can meet other people who are going through the same kind of stuff we are. And that part we got down. I will say that if you did not RSVP to the KetOH-IO meetup for February, that's the one that's organized by me at a Buffalo Wild Wings. It is full. We are at capacity at this point in time. If you want to be on a wait list, you can email me at radicalgeek42@gmail.com, and I will keep track if someone drops out or if we see that there's a weather event and a lot of people can't make the travel. I'll contact you and let you know. But for the most part, uh, I don't anticipate that happening. Weather forecasts further out, they're not reliable, but right now they're looking more dreary than actual huge weather events. So that's kind of a good thing. The other thing that I will say though is don't worry, there's more. There will always be more. And Dawn Does Keto, you should subscribe to her YouTube channel as well, um, is also hosting a meetup, a KetOH-IO meetup. We're partners in these things. So uh, she is hosting one in March. So go over to her YouTube channel, get all the details, email dondoesketo@gmail.com, and get all of that info and go there. I'm going to that one too. I signed up. I was like, oh yeah, don't forget to add me to the RSVP list. And I want to bring my best companion ever, Attila, who wants to go to a meetup when he doesn't feel like hot garbage. Because when we had our big summer meetup, we were doing day one of BBBE, the whole family. And now listen, this is my cup of coffee for the day, and I have an espresso. So what I do, that's it. That's it for me for the day. But everyone else in the household, usually a couple pots of coffee go get consumed during the day. So that first day was like the full on withdrawal. And just say like everybody was like, "Is Attila okay?" And they don't even know him, but like he looked rough around the edges. I thought I felt a little rough around the edges. Whew, he was feeling it, and I felt bad for him. But so he'd like to go to a meetup where he feels good. And of course, we all love wings. We did go to the indie meetup, and he enjoyed that, but was a little overwhelmed by meeting a lot of new people. Now he's getting to know you guys, so it'll be awesome. I also have a gaming event on the 18th. Oh, on the 11th, I'm going to the Mystic Market here at a place called Church of the Sparkling Unicorn. It's an artistic environment, so lots of creative things going on there. Some nice marketing sales, very of local artisans, things like that. Lots of performance art, all that good stuff. So that's the 11th. Then on the 18th, I have a gaming event. Of course, I have mahjong clubs and go clubs stacked in between there. And then the 25th is our meetup. So I got something going on every weekend this month. And of course, work ramped up. Yesterday, I had another conversation with my boss who is back but still doing mediocre because he had emergency surgery on his arm. And at about 3 o'clock, we had a meeting to talk about finance and forecasting with some other people. And he said, oh, and Trey doesn't know this, but we're going to start engaging them on this other new project. So, well, it's not a new project, but it is going to be new to me. I know all the content, no big worries, but I was definitely caught unawares. And at the end of the meeting, he says, oh, and probably you have some questions, so feel free to give me a call. I called him and I was like, I most certainly do have some questions. And he said they were just looking to bring some leadership to the project and someone who's experienced in the arena, get it situated. They expect it to kind of continue while my new piece ramps up, and then for me to transition back fully to my current avenue. And I'm like, that's fine. Uh, but I do wish that they had told me before they just set it out in another meeting. um, so good stuff going on there. And I have to start getting things ready for a workshop that I'll be doing this summer that provides materials for the users. And I thought, what's a great idea now that I'm just recovering from being sick and I still have games to audit and all kinds of fun stuff? Let's start a new project. It's one you've done before, so it won't be that big a deal, even though it took 900 years and you haven't done it in 2 years. So that's the picture on the whole profile. But ta-da! It's a skull. It's a shawl full of skulls. It's called the Lost Souls shawl. It comes out really glorious. But the last one that I made for myself, instead I used a variegated yarn, so it's really hard to see the pattern. This one's going to color change. You can see at the eyebrows here, it's starting to get lighter. It will change, but it won't be speckled all throughout. So I'm hoping that'll make a real neat one, and I'd like to, I know that it's impossible. It'll never happen. But in theory, I'd like to sketch out enough time for me to finish this up so I can wear it to my little gaming event on the 18th. So probably not. I can't imagine how I would get it done because the other one did take me a lot of time and not because it's hard or complicated, it's actually pretty easy to do. But so this is one, and it should be almost as tall or as long as me. So it's not that it's difficult, but it's quantity. So I don't know that I'll be able to do that, especially because I have some orders in the queue. I've got some, and work is piling up. One of the things that I'm introducing at OhioCon 24 is a thing called giant board games, and it's not a lot of them. One of them we rent from the manufacturer because they've already created their giant version. On the cheap, I've got a big copy of Giant Jenga, which is hilarious because the pieces are like, I can't even keep myself in frame. They're enormous. I don't know which way to go. Anyways, you get the idea. It's really big. So, it's about up to here on me if I'm standing up. I know I'm not that tall, but that's still pretty big for a Jenga pile. And the pieces are pretty substantial. So it's hilarious in giant format. And then one of our favorite manufacturers of games is called Smirk and Dagger Games. You remember that cute little gingerbread man, Roll for Your Life candy man that I shared with you? They make that, but they have another game called Shobu, and it's a two persons, and you're moving big stones on a grid. It's got like a divider between the areas to, two players worth. And I sent them an email and I was like, hey, can I make a giant version of this since you don't have one? And they were like, what? That sounds amazing. Do it. Please send me some pictures. So I'm excited for that. I picked up a new RPG, Cyberpunk Red, but the new to me RPG that I picked up just recently, all of the stuff, they just made a Blade Runner RPG. How fun. I mean, I know Blade Runner is not exactly fun, but for RPG, it'll be a good time. So I'm looking forward to place testing some of that. What else do I got? So let's talk about some keto things. Amongst all of this other stuff that I got so sick, and can I just tell you, I ate soup for days. And it was incredibly comforting because I would melt a tablespoon of the unflavored gelatin into the broth, which gave it a soothing viscosity. Still very, very brothy, but it gave it some texture. So it helped coat everything, and it helped keep it stay nice and warming. I used some sea tangle noodles, which are the same thing as if you make those viral noodles with the sodium alginate. Same kind of thing, only they're just prepackaged. And for me, while I was sick, listen, I know it's not hard to make those noodles, but when you're sick and basically getting up and walking up the stairs to go to bed is a trial, I was not going to be standing in the kitchen squeezing little noodles into a bowl. So the prepackaged was a great choice for me. I was thrilled. So that's what I ate for days and days on end. And I kind of would like some more soup now, but I'm like, maybe a little burnt out. I'm trying some TikTok trends, so feel free to post your favorite. Well, I don't think it'll let us post the links in the comments. I think it'll tag you as a spammer, so don't do that. Tell me your favorite TikTok. Let me know whether it's an IM, but leave comments on here. Let's get some ideas rolling, things that you want to talk about, especially now that it's a new year. So you're already getting a lot of videos from people doing the, hey, welcome to keto, or how do you do basic keto? What about all this conflicting information? There are conversations we've had on this channel, and we'll have them again. But right now, we're getting those in a lot of sources. So let's not muddy the water. Let's have talks about things that we aren't hearing about. and give me your topic ideas. I will do the research if I don't already know it and share it out with you. So let's see. I've talked about that. What am I doing about keto lately? How is my food going? Well, first of all, I'm still seizure free. Yay! Um, I did get very sloppy while I was at OhioCon. Oh, the schedule was just so brutal that things kind of went down the snack drawer in a big way. So it always takes me a little bit to get back to normal, but I think I'm basically there. Like I had a great big omelet this morning, this afternoon. I'm gonna have the same thing I had yesterday because I still had some leftover meatballs from my soups. And I just kind of like mushed it up into 2 layers, and I did meatball, a little bit of the Yo Mama spicy marinara because I'm too lazy to make my own, and a layer of mozzarella cheese, and baked it off. And it was delicious. So I'll probably have that again today. Tomorrow, hoping it thaws because I forgot to take it out yesterday, I have a small pork loin roast, so I'm going to rotisserie it, and we'll have that probably with some eggs on the side or maybe some bacon. That's just what I feel like. Other people in the house might have some cauliflower or some salads. This big event, the gaming event that I'm going to, because it is out of town and we are bringing dishes to pass. I knew that it seems like if we were to be able to get early check-in at our hotel, I could cook something in the Instapot, and I was immediately thinking about Hungry Heath's queso dip that he did in the Instapot. He and Shelly have that one. You melt the butter, you saute your onions and other things in there, and then you throw in all of the good stuff, the rotel in there, and it sounded great. And then I was like, but that relies on getting early check-in to our hotel room, and that's not guaranteed. So what happens if we don't get early check-in? So while it sounded like a great plan and a great idea and really tasty to me, ultimately what I've decided to do is to pick up some of those little divided section plates, and on our way, we'll just leave with enough time. We're going to stop at Jungle Jim's. This is a huge international market, and they have an enormous array of cheeses. Yes, I'll save some for Cheese Fridays. I will pick up a couple special things. Of course I'm going to, because why wouldn't I? Cheese, right? So I've decided to do that. They also have an olive bar there, so I'll try and save some of those and show you the olives in a video at one point too. But so it's like cheese and olives, and while they don't have a pickle bar, they do have a wide array of pickles. So I thought I'd go through. Now a lot of those pickles tend to be sweet, so I'll pick up a couple of those and sort of leave those behind at the party. But they also have a lot of savory ones. I'm looking for a spicy dill and of course a regular dill because of course, yes, that's my favorite. And they usually have a few other flavors. Sometimes there are curried pickles. So I think that I'm just going to go with the cheese, olives, and pickles. I'll look through the cured meats and see if there's anything there that I like. So that's what I'm taking for the party because easy and we can easily keep it cool. No problems there, no worries or concerns. So we can even stay in the hotel and then bring it home the next day if there are leftovers. So that's what I plan to do. The host is super amazing, barbecue genius, by the way. So making prime rib. Hello. I am very grateful because that is extra special to me, and I'm thrilled beyond pieces. Usually at the gaming parties, we play a lot of Mario Kart or Magic, things like that. So I really look forward to it. It's really more about seeing people, but playing games and being social is a lot of fun for me. So, did I really give you anything today, or is this like a random blather? Yeah, just a little bit of view into our slice of life. Oh, and of course, because I got so sick, I've been slacking on the exercise again. Consistency is key. So I'm working my way back up again. But fortunately, when you're sick, you have to do what you have to do. Actually, that's where I'm going to weigh in today. I see people in a tizzy, really worried. I'm sick. What can I do? Because the medication, and I need some kind of relief though, because I'm miserable. Listen, listen. You do your best choices that you can with your food, but if you are super ill, you do not have to suffer. There are medicines that do not have sugar in it. Go to your doctor if you've got a lot of congestion and a very bad cough. Go to your doctor and get tussin pearls. They're a prescription. Yes, you do have to go to the doctor for it. There is no shame in getting medication. Uh, I know that sometimes in the groups people get very anti medicine. There is no shame in taking medicine when you need it. When people are not in favor of medication, they're not in favor of unnecessary medication. They're not in favor of medicine being used as a patch for poor dietary management. But if you are doing everything to manage your diet and you have a medical issue, get medical treatment. It's okay. It's not a shameful thing. Do it. Your body and your health will thank you for it. There is zero shame in that. So, there you go. That's my soapbox for the day. I was secretly hoping that my keto crate was going to come and we were going to tear that down, which is why I was a little unprepared, but it didn't make it. It's so close. I know it is. I'm super hoping too, um, just some full transparency. KetOH-IO, Keto Crate is sending me a crate for giveaway. It's at risk of not making it. It's been stuck in Kentucky for a couple days. Now we have some time, and sometimes stuff shakes up, but if it's stuck in Kentucky, and it doesn't make it, the crate might be opened. So I hope you don't mind that, because what I'll do is I'll just give away mine and then tuck away the one that they send me. Um, 6 and 1/2 dozen of the other to me. But none of the products will be open or tasted or fiddled around with. They'll be open and I'll have deep dive the ingredients on this YouTube. That's it. So I think we'll be good. Like I said, I will also tell you we do have an item for giveaway from Keto Chow that is going to blow you away. It's so good. Mm. I won't win it because I promise I'm not part of the giveaway. I am the person giving away, so it won't be me who wins it. And also, if I did and I was eligible for it, I would still give it away because I know I already have some. So I'm looking forward to it. I do plan to provide some wings, but it definitely will not be enough wings for everyone to have as a meal. It's a little bit of a sample, so you can try maybe a couple of the seasonings or sauces and then make your decisions and order yourself a meal if you want one. Easy peasy. So I hope that you are having an amazing day. Keep saying nice things to yourself. Go back to that video I did with a bunch of positivity in it and keep on it because you are amazing. And every day we show up and do our best. And when our best is not our best or we have a little stumble, that's also okay. That's when you pick yourself up, you reach out to your friends, and we give you a hands up and we dust off your knees and help you move forward. So let us know how we can help you. Give me ideas and we will talk through it all. I will see you again maybe on Thursday, but definitely Cheese Friday. Ooh, it's going to be a good one. I'm excited. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.